Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome back to the Miranda Show. It is your girl Miranda. So, I just wanted to wish everybody a happy 4th of July, a safe, blessed, and happy 4th of July. I'm going to spend 4th of July with my family. Tomorrow we're going to have a get together and watch some fireworks. I have an exciting week. I don't know if it's this week or next week. It's probably next week. But one of my favorite comedians, Shonda Pierce, is gonna have a comedy concert close by, so I'm gonna go see her in concert. So I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, I just wanted to wish everybody blessed and safe and happy 4th of July. I'm about to sneeze. So, yeah, I'm really tired. I slept good last night, but night before last, had a little bit of trouble sleeping. And then the night before that, I definitely had trouble sleeping. I take that back. The night before last, I slept pretty good, except for last night. I had a hard time going to sleep last night because I was trying to get comfortable. I have to wear a BiPAP machine mask for my lungs and stuff because, as you all know, I'm on oxygen, so the BiPAP machine helps my lungs stay open at night so I can breathe better as I'm sleeping. And that's how a BiPAP machine works. So, yeah. I got nasal pillows, and they go in your nose, of course, like this. And then there's straps on top, like for the head, for your head part. That way it stays on. The straps have been giving me a little bit of trouble, so that's why I haven't been sleeping very well at night. So, but oh well, I've been catching up on my sleep. I've been sleeping late for the past couple of days. And then a night or two ago, we had a storm, a big storm. I mean, it wasn't major. No tornado was happening or anything like that. Thank goodness. But yeah, it was like a few nights ago we had a big freaking storm. And man, I was dozing off. And just as I was dozing off, here comes a big clash of lightning. Well, not a clash, but a flash. I said clash because after the lightning was a big clap of thunder. So I'm laying there with my eyes closed, and then all of a sudden I see this big flash in my eyelids, and then all of a sudden thunder came. It was like boom, scared the crap out of me. I thought, here we go. So I laid there a little while, thinking that the storm was gonna go, pass through. but it lasted a couple of hours. It lasted about, my guess would be 3 hours, maybe, I don't know. But it drove me nuts. So I kind of did a bad thing that day. No, that night, my bad. I did a bad thing that night. Because like I said, I've been having trouble sleeping for the past few nights. Except that before last, I think I slept pretty good. But anyway. I looked up at the ceiling because I was laying flat on my back. I was propped up a little bit. But anyway, I looked up towards the ceiling and I was talking to God. I said, Lord, can you please make the storm move? I was so aggravated, and I probably sounded really bad towards God, but I didn't mean to. Like I said, I haven't been sleeping well, and the storm just kind of topped it off. But my mom stayed up all night. Well, not all night, I don't think. But she stayed up all night. Well, half the night. She was watching the Weather Channel. Excuse me. And they didn't have anything on the Weather Channel. So here we got this big storm. And then all of a sudden, while it's raining hard, thundering, and lightning, here comes hell. In our house, if hell hits, it is so loud. I mean, really extremely loud. So, yeah. But after I asked God to move the storm away from us, excuse me, a big flash of lightning came, and then it thundered real big again. It went boom, and then when it boomed again, I looked up at the ceiling again. I said, okay, I'll stay up. So, yeah, that's what happened a few nights ago. And my cat, Harry, oh my gosh, he is a trip, for real, because he doesn't like storms whatsoever. I have never seen a cat so afraid of a storm. Now, I don't like storms either. I'm not terrified of a storm unless it's like earthquake or a tornado. And so far we haven't had a tornado in years, thank God. We've had many earthquakes before, like twice that I know of, but not recently. We had one, I think, one earthquake about a year or two ago. And it was a little bitty one, thank God. It just lasted like 5 seconds. And then it was over. That was funny too. But I'll get to that story in a second. But back to my cat. My cat Harry, he hates storms. Because I think one time, or one day, it was raining and storming, and my parents and I weren't home, and we accidentally left him outside in the storm. But he got under our deck, which was a really good thing, but that didn't help his nerves. So ever since then, he's been like extremely terrified of storms. But yeah, he came in my room. He drove me nuts because he came in my room got behind my door. He always does this. He got in my door. Got behind my door and was squalling like somebody was about to get him or something. And I looked at him. Well, I didn't look at him because I really couldn't, because I couldn't see the floor. But I said, Harry, would you calm down? It's okay. But yeah, that's all that happened that night. I finally did go to sleep that night. It just took me a darn while. Okay, now back to the earthquake story. We've had one years and years ago when I was in junior high, which I think was in 2003, either 2002 or 2003. And we lived in another house then. It wasn't when we moved in this house. But yeah, we had a small minor one then. Now the one we had over here, like 2 or 3 years ago, after we moved here in this house, that one was funny because it happened during the night. We were all asleep. Now this was like 2 or 3 years ago. But it was at night. We were all asleep. And then all of a sudden, I heard a roaring sound. It was like, like that kind of thing. And then my bed was shaking. Actually, the whole house was shaking. Not just my bed, but the whole freaking house. So I really didn't pay any attention to it. I thought I was dreaming it at first. So I didn't pay any mind to it. And then I kept hearing the roaring sound. And then all of a sudden I felt my bed shake. So it scared the fool out of me. So I went from sleeping to wide awake. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm looking like side to side, like at my walls, because my window is on my left side. And you can see the window behind me. So, and there's my other wall on the right side. So I'm looking side to side like that. And I can hear the whole freaking house shake. Even my windows were shaking. I thought, okay, this is a freaking earthquake. Well, and then after I was awake for like 3 seconds, it went away. We called the police station because after it happened, my parents went outside to look at the neighborhood to make sure it was okay. They just stood on the front porch and looked around, and nothing was damaged. It was just completely normal. Nobody was outside. Everybody acted like nothing happened. So my parents called the police station and they asked the police if we had an earthquake. And they're like, yeah, we just had a little earthquake. And we're like, okay. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened that night. But it was freaky. Okay. I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Once again, happy 4th of July. Peace and God bless.